Harry and Meghan Markle are on the exit plan, an imperial reporter has guaranteed, as 2 or 3 falters from a few blows lately. The Sussexes were scorned by the Emmys and lost their Spotify bargain over the most recent couple of months, and have now allegedly been avoided by Joe Biden. It was guaranteed by the Everyday Mail that last year, after the sovereign's memorial service, Harry and Meghan inquired as to whether they could return a ride with him once again to the US in Flying Corps 1. However, had their solicitation denied. Regal reporter Daniela Elser said the solicitation seemed like a full-fat Sussex ploy. She added, "They could have flown the illustrious coop, yet they actually assumed they ought to be qualified for the useful, gleaming pieces of true imperial working life." Furthermore, illustrious reporter Phil Dampier told GB News the series of blows were an indication that the pair were on the exit plan. He added, "We don't see them with the Obamas any longer. We don't see them with Oprah any longer." Ruler Harry's book visit left Americans bound to dislike him and Meghan Markle, then helped them as a once solid brand worked around sympathy and initiative seemed to break down on various fronts. Meghan was once tipped whether properly or wrongly to be an expected contender for US president, and several they were talked about concurrently as Michelle and Barack Obama. As England grieved Sovereign Elizabeth II in September 2022, even sequential pundit Docs Morgan communicated compassion toward ruler Harry, deprived of the option to wear the tactical uniform that represented his 2 voyages through Afghanistan. Harry and Meghan started December on the cusp of an exceptional chance to talk straightforwardly to their crowd through a 6-hour Netflix narrative, and the sovereign's 410-page book Spare, delivered on January 10. The day preceding the streaming stage dropped the initial segment of docu-series Harry and Meghan. The couple solidified their authority qualifications by getting a wave of trust grant from Robert F. Kennedy Basic Liberties. However, quick forward somewhat more than a month and Harry and Meghan have sunk into negative numbers in U.S. assessment surveying, and almost around 50% of the nation would uphold them being deprived of their imperial titles. Harry and Meghan started December on the cusp of a remarkable chance to talk straightforwardly to their crowd through a 6-hour Netflix narrative, and the ruler's 410-page book Spare, delivered on January 10. The day preceding the streaming stage dropped the initial segment of docu-series Harry and Meghan. The couple established their administration certifications by getting a wave of trust grant from Robert F. Kennedy Basic Freedoms. However, quick forward somewhat more than a month and Harry and Meghan have sunk into negative numbers in U.S. assessment surveying, and almost around 50% of the nation would uphold them being deprived of their illustrious titles. The illustrious revealing world was prepared for Harry to toss hand projectiles at his family, and surely at the media, yet what nobody was prepared for was how much spotlight would fall on his penis. The explanation was a fragment in his book, wherein he depicted how he had applied Princess Diana's lean toward Elizabeth Arden lip cream to his frostbitten South Pole, which was odd enough that some required consolation it was not phony. Clasps of Harry's book recording portrayal of this second, complete with the detail that his mom's memory drifted back to him, turned into a web sensation via virtual entertainment, with one Twitter client depicting it as a Freudian bad dream. The ruler might live to lament portraying the book recording himself. Edward Coram James, CEO of PR organization Go Up, told Newsweek, "You want to take a gander at what about the Regal family individuals love, or that makes them what they are. The fundamental property is regard. In the event that you eliminate that, and that's what you remove, you're left with nothing. By then Harry simply becomes like an unscripted